Hello, you faithful listeners, you. Okay, this is Black Mirror Rewind for Season 6 Analysis and Interpretation. Okay, before I did a little one, but it just didn't do justice. So this is a proper Black Mirror Rewind for Season 6 Analysis and Interpretation. Here we go, okay? So spoiler alert, of course, for Season 6 Black Mirror. That's the latest season, okay? Great, let's go. This episode will go like this. Boom, 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 boom. Episodes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of the latest season of Black Mirror, Season 6, then a short wrap-up, and the end of them, we're done. Okay, Episode 1, Season 6 Black Mirror, Joan is awful. Okay, what do they say? The iPhone, the apple, the bite out of the apple, right? Adam and Eve, one of them took a bite, they gave into temptation, and then their life was screwed ever since, right? The Apple logo, right? Okay, here we go. Joan is awful. It's about us living in a digital simulated reality. And the thing is that's not even scary to us anymore. I mean, don't we all pretty much know by now that we're living in some type of simulation or something is going on? So basically, this Netflix kind of company just put together this whole picture of her based on everything out of her phone. So it was just like telling us that our phone is always watching us. It's like, we know that. Ever since the Patriot Act of September 11th, 2001, it's all eyes on us, baby. So I feel like, they were trying to scare us, but either we're so traumatized as a society and Black Mirror isn't scary to us anymore. These episodes used to keep me up at night, or maybe now just like we all just kind of see everything. I don't know. I felt that I felt that Black Mirror went very easy on us this season. But like I said, I don't know. We could just all be traumatized and we kind of know what's going on now. So it's like, oh, okay, like it's like a FX show or whatever. Okay, back to Joan is awful. It is an interesting episode, but it's like we already know this shit. But it did also sort of remind me of the current SAG strike right now, which is, Hollywood is starting to just use the AI versions of actors rather than the actual flesh and blood actors. And that's what's starting to roll down the hill there in Hollywood. Okay, so wrap up. Joan is awful. Yes. Simulation. Is a space reality? We don't know. Is it possible we are living in a simulation? Absolutely. Okay, just listen to my old episodes. Okay, we're just moving on. This is quick. Black Mirror. Okay, episode 4. Lock Henry. Okay, I didn't even remember this episode when I looked it up. And keep in mind, I don't catch everything in movies and TV, and I don't think that I do, but I darn sure catch a lot, and I'm looking for stuff too. So I'm not saying that this whole everything's end-all be-all, but yeah. Okay, let's keep it going. Lock Henry. Okay, yes, Lock Henry. Okay, I believe this episode is about the exploitation of true crime. I used to be so into true crime, maybe 5 years ago, and then one day, I don't know, I was just sitting there and I thought, wow. Whoa, I'm being entertained by something unspeakable that somebody else has to endure every single day, and I'm getting off on it. Wow. So yeah, Lock Henry, exploitation of true crime. Okay, episode 3, Beyond the Sea. Okay, this episode, I will say two things. It had subliminal nods to 2001: A Space Odyssey by, of course, Stanley Kubrick, my boo. And number 2, it pulled the Memberberry card. Okay, Memberberries, you guys, is from South Park, a very brilliant TV show. And Memberberries talks about how the TV shows and movies coming out now, they're like, mediocre plots, mediocre writing, but there's someone you recognize from about 10 years ago in it. And you're like, oh, and it's just milking off of that energy rather than actual putting the writing in. And I'm not saying that Charlie Brooker did that for this episode, but it did have the guy, from Breaking Bad in it, Jesse. I can't even remember his name. Jesse from Breaking Bad. I'm so sorry. I'm just really going through this quickly. This is the meat and potatoes of it, y'all. So yes, they pulled the Memberberry card with Jesse from Breaking Bad and the nods to 2001: A Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick. Okay, 2 more episodes to go. Black Mirror Season 6. Episode 4, Maisie Day. Okay, this is basically how paparazzi are evil and have sold their soul to the devil. Okay? Last episode of the season, Demon 79. Okay, there was a demon, there was human sacrifices, and the end of the world. And it's like, like, again, this is like all stuff that we already know. Like, I don't know. It was just literally, we already all know this stuff, and we're either too knowledgeable of just the reality of our world, or we're too traumatized as a society from pandemic and then on. Who knows? But there you go, season 6. So, Charlie Brooker, none of it kept me up. Uh, I mean, I didn't want to be kept up, but, it's Black Mirror. Go deeper. It was FX style, man. And I would say that to your face. In fact, I always tag your ass in this shit so you'll hear it and make a better season. We want more. We want something that we don't know. Every single episode. Okay, yeah, every single episode we know. Let's see, let's go down real quick. Yeah, the first episode, phones are spying on us, yeah. 2 is hopefully that'll wake some people up of the true crime thing. Damn, you won't catch me even looking at a true crime podcast or a documentary. No way, man. I'm not letting that darkness in. And plus, it's so, ooh, man. I mean, maybe if you had someone close to you murdered and then you just like need to trauma bond and work through and feel, connected. I mean, but if you have never had that kind of tragedy and you're listening to true crime, no way, man. All right, episode 3, it's like all the stuff that we know. And the 3 is, the multiverse or, simulation. It's all with that again. Also, it's about portals, which, exist. I mean, that's another thing, like, we're all like, oh yeah, portals. Like, of course. 4, paparazzi, and Demon 79, demons, human sacrifices, and the end of the world. Okay. I guess that's it for Black Mirror, Season 6. A reality show of our society. Okay. I'll keep in touch. Charlie Brooker, I still believe in you, man.